Good afternoon, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. It's Sunday afternoon, the 1st of May. Hard to believe, but it's already May here. We're live from One Bethlehem Plaza here in downtown Bethlehem, Pennsylvania here today. Do real quick, last week world summer here. So last week of April here in the U.S., cold, 3.8 degrees colder than last year, coldest in 14 years. So cold end of April. Ninth coldest in 37 years, below average temperatures. 14% drier than a year ago, driest in 4 years, 11th driest in 37 years, so below average precip. Chart bottom right shows the world trends. Pretty much all of the northern hemisphere, pretty much maybe a little bit warmer than last year in some cases, but pretty much everybody below average. Real hot spot was down in Australia and especially India. Number one hottest in 37 years. So really, really hot down there in India. Precip map versus average is inset left, and temps versus average also bottom center there. Looking at April 2022 summer here. So this is on the world scale here. Here in the U.S., we were 1.6 degrees colder than a year ago April, making it the coldest April in 22 years. We had some very volatile weather. We had record heat right before Easter and then frigid after that. So it's been up and down, but overall for the U.S., coldest in 22 years, fifth coldest in 37 years, so much below average. 17% wetter than last year, 17th driest in 37 years, so about middle of the pack average, and 43% more snow than last year, most in 4 years, 11th most in 37 years, so above average snowfall for April. Not a ton, but again, certainly in the Northeast had quite a bit, interior Northeast. Precip maps and temps maps versus average, again, bottom left. Tornadoes are way up here again. We're still at almost 600 tornadoes now, most in 5 years. Twice as much as last year, 25% above average, top 10% in history. So no matter how you slice it, a lot of activity, and unfortunately, another severe outbreak here this week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then later in the week, back down toward Texas, Oklahoma. So again, a very severe weather week on tap here this week. Looking at the spring summary, now this chart is how our retail customers would look at the weather. Year-on-year trends for the U.S. So the blue bars are much colder than last year, red bars much hotter. Little lines are the actual temperatures for the U.S. as a whole. Easter, we had that big warm-up right before Easter with some 80s here in the Northeast, and then it cooled off. The good news here is we look at Mother's Day. Again, some good news here for Mom. Looks like a warming trend, certainly much, much warmer than last year's pretty epically cold Mother's Day this year, so quite a bit warmer. March overall was the coldest in 3 years, still above average. April, again, coldest in 22 years, much below average. May looks to be, we're expecting the warmest in 3 years and near average, maybe just slightly above average if we get that warmer weather toward Memorial Day. Fingers crossed, it does look like the pattern might be breaking down just a hair. Looking at this week here, 1 through 7 May, first full week here, about 0.7 warmer than last year, 18th coldest in 37 years, still above average national temperatures. We look at precip trends here, 15% wetter than last year, wettest in 3, 7th wettest in 37 years. Again, see all that rain where they need it, out in the plains, central plains, drought-stricken. So hopefully they get that. Unfortunately, they're going to get it with some tornadoes as well. So again, be prepared here again this week if you live out in the Midwest. Looking at next week, the second week of May here, again, warm up for Mother's Day and beyond, 5.1 warmer than last year, warmest in 4 years, 12th warmest in 37 years. So flip-flop, again, getting warmer finally where it's been frigid and frosty in the Midwest and the East. We'll take it. Precip trends about 24% drier than last year, driest in 9 years, 4th driest in 37 years. So we'll see about that. That may be a little bit low, but potential much below average precip. And again, heavy rain out in the southwest deserts where they need it. Again, drought-stricken and fires raging. So again, let's hope they get that. Certainly could use some rain to help put out some of these wildfires. We aggregate the 2-week trend here for the first 2 weeks of May, again for the U.S. Cooler for the northwest part of the country and warmer for the south and the east here as we go through the week. Europe still looks like it's a little bit on the cold side. And precip trends versus average maps inset left. With that, folks, we hope you have a great week. We will be back here again Sunday next week.